Hello everyone, welcome back to mohanaastrology. Rajshri here. Today I'm going to discuss about Saturn's direct transit in the sign of Capricorn on 29th of September 2020. Now, why am I going to discuss this when Saturn already had entered the sign of Capricorn in 24th of January 2020? And what is so different about this transit? Let's find out what it is. Well, if we remember the planetary placements on 25th January, we will see this was a highly volatile and afflicted placement for all planets. Kalsarpa Yoga formation was there. Even the nakshatras exuded intense energies and karmic retributions. Therefore, the whole situation was quite chaotic, and the outcome was not the true reflection of Saturn in Capricorn. Now see the transit chart of 29th September. This is a much cleaner energy, a forward-looking and positive energy that not only Saturn but also all other planets are exuding. Jupiter and Saturn are now comfortably spaced out and not really breathing down each other's necks. So all in all, we can see that this energy that is happening now is much cleaner and much positive than what it was in January. And it is helping Saturn to actually yield its best while being seated in the sign of Capricorn and in the 10th house of the Kalpurush Kundali. The main theme of this transit is a slow, disciplined, and steady growth path for you. And take this transit as an opportunity to build a very positive and solid karmic ground for yourself. Now, while being in Capricorn, Saturn transits through three nakshatras, that is Uttarashada, Shravana, and Dhanishta. Uttarashada is ruled by Sun, Shravana is by Moon, and Dhanishta is by Mars. Now, how Saturn's energy over next 2 years are going to manifest on us, because this 2 years, it's a long time. So its energy is going to be manifested through the ruling planets of these three nakshatras. So if I discuss the timeline of these nakshatras, we will find that Saturn is transiting through Uttarashada from 24th of January till 22nd of January 2021. Then it moves to Shravana and it is going to stay there till 17th of February 2022. After that, Saturn will move to Dhanishta and it's going to stay there till 29th April 2022. After that, Saturn will move to Aquarius. Now, when Saturn passes through these nakshatras, whichever house in your own birth chart, the nakshatra lords, that is Sun in case of Uttarashada, Moon in case of Shravana, and Mars in case of Dhanishta, is occupying in your chart, those houses will also get activated. Similarly, if you have any planet placed in these three nakshatras, those planets and their attributes will also get activated. Let me give an example. Let's say you have Aries ascendant and you have Mars placed in Uttarashada in Capricorn. In your chart, Saturn is the lord of 10th and 11th houses, and Sun is the lord of 5th house and it is placed in the 9th house. Therefore, during this transit, your 10th house, 11th house, 12th house, 4th house, 7th house, 5th house, 9th house, 1st house, and 8th house, all these houses are getting activated. As you can see, more than 75% of your chart and their significations are active just because of Saturn's transit. Isn't that amazing? And if we consider the placement of your natal Saturn, you may see that the whole chart is getting impacted by Saturn. The point is, in case of Saturn's transit or Jupiter's transit, we cannot really decipher the results just by seeing a few houses which these planets are impacting. We have to drill down to the nakshatra level to understand how their energies are going to play out in our lives over a long period of time. Here I shall discuss the result of Saturn's transit, direct transit in the sign of Capricorn, and how it is going to be for all of us. And I'm also going to include the results of being in the nakshatra of Uttarashada as per your ascendants. Please note that these predictions are as per your ascendants. I shall also mention in this prediction the house in your birth chart as per your ascendant. The sun, the ruler of the Uttarashada nakshatra, is occupying, and what attributes are going to get activated for you. Now, how they're going to actually yield their results, that's completely going to depend on where sun is placed in your birth chart. If you want a personalized consultation from me, you can reach me at mohanaastrology@gmail.com. And also please do subscribe and like this video. Stay connected with me, or you can also go to my website www.mohanaastrology.com and hit on the consultation page. You will get all the information there. Aries Ascendant. Saturn by default is your karma karaka. For you, Saturn activates your 10th and 11th house and puts pressure on your 12th house, 4th house, and 7th house by aspect. Profession has been the focus for you ever since Saturn had entered Capricorn in January. Last few months during retrogression, you experienced some obstacles, weighed the options, re-evaluated your priorities, and now with direct Saturn in September, it is time to forge ahead in full steam. This is particularly applicable for self-employed and business people. People working in large corporates will also see positive time. This transit of Saturn will help you to grow business with foreign clients. Relocation may happen too. Home front and peace and coordination with the spouse may get disturbed. Mother's health will need attention as well. Transit through Uttarashada will activate your 5th house. That means your intelligence, romance, children, mantra sadhana, and speculative earnings, all these will get activated. Taurus Ascendant. Saturn activates your 9th and 10th house and aspects your 11th, 3rd, and 6th house. The very important point here is Saturn is your Yoga Karaka. Therefore, this direct transit of Saturn will enhance your luck and fortune. You will put in hard work in your profession or job and reap good benefit of your hard work. This transit is good for both employed and self-employed professionals. If you are thinking of starting your own business, this transit is good for you. You will win over competition and recover from diseases. Your burden of loan will also reduce. If you are not getting along well with your spouse, this transit can bring some relief and peace. Saturn transit through Uttarashada will activate your 4th house from the ascendant, and that means your domestic atmosphere, home, mother, studies, and peace of mind will get impacted too. Gemini Ascendant. Saturn activates your 8th and 9th house and aspects 10th, 2nd, and 5th house. You will gain from work related to research, occult, astrology, or insurance. You may get inheritance as well. Your income will be intermittent, that is, sometimes there will be good income and sometimes a quiet period will be there. This is a very good time for deep spiritual pursuits which need rigid discipline and dedication. Children's health may cause worry. If you are pursuing technical education, this transit will be good for you. Some of you may experience sudden termination of education as well. Pay attention to family's needs. If you are working in a small manufacturing industry, you will do well. Saturn's transit through Uttarashada will activate your third house from your ascendant, and that means short travels, your relation with your siblings and neighbors, training and acquiring of new skills, writing ability, all these will get activated too. Cancer ascendant. Saturn activates your 7th and 8th house and aspects 9th, 1st and 4th house. During the retrogression, you must have felt weakening bond with your spouse and business partners. You are probably working hard but not getting the outcome. Well, things are going to change now. If you are a single and are looking to get married, there can be wedding bells for you. However, if you are married, you still need to take care of your married life. Spouse's health and domestic peace will also need attention. But the karmic testing period is over now. If you are in business or partnership, you will gain monetarily. But you will also need to take care of your relation with your business partners. There may be long distance travel. There can be ups and downs in your luck and fortune. You will be spiritually very sound. You may suddenly have some profound spiritual awakening which will transform your life. Saturn's transit through Uttarashada will activate your second house from your ascendant, and that means your parental family, bank balance, material possessions, food habit, and way of speaking will get activated and impacted too. Leo ascendant. Saturn activates your 6th and 7th house and aspects 8th, 12th, and 3rd house. During the retrogression, you probably felt nothing is moving for you either in the work area or in the spousal relation. This direct transit of Saturn will prove very lucky for Leo ascendants. You will do very well in your work. Harder you work, better the outcomes. The bouts of unexpected difficulties in your life will reduce. If you are making loss in the business, that will stop from now onwards. Your expenditure will get under control. Health will recover and debt will be less. Your enemies will subside as well. You need to be careful about your relation with your spouse or spouse's health. You may get trouble having a restful sleep at night. Saturn's transit through Uttarashada will activate your first house, and that means you yourself, your personality, ego, physical appearance, temperament, and overall well being. Virgo. Saturn activates your 5th and 6th house and aspects 7th, 11th, and 2nd house. You will win over your enemies. You are going to apply your technical knowledge, learning, and intelligence to earn handsome profits. You will plan your finances keeping in mind sustainable and steady return. Relation with your spouse will need care and attention. There can be differences with business partners as well. You may relocate to a foreign country, particularly for business and profession. Your children will do well. If you are in spiritual pursuits, time is very good for you. Saturn's transit through Uttarashada will activate your 12th house, and that means foreign journey, expenses, loss, hospitalization, and spirituality. Now, how these will be manifested, that will depend on the sun's placement in your chart. Libra ascendant. Saturn activates your 4th and 5th house and aspects 6th, 10th, and 1st house. Saturn is your Yogakaraka planet too. You are likely to invest in properties. Professionally, you will do well and rise high. Your status and reputation in the society will go up. You will come out of debts. If you have been suffering from any disease, you will recover too. Your enemies will get defeated. You will begin a fitness or well-being regime for yourself. Take care of your children. Home atmosphere may not be that great. You may feel somewhat detached from domestic affairs. Peace of mind may get affected too. Saturn's transit through Uttarashada will activate your 11th house, and that means your desire fulfillment, social and professional network, investments, profit, and also obstruction or badhaka for you gets activated. And you need to check Sun's position in your natal chart to find out how this will manifest for you. Scorpio Ascendant. Saturn activates your 3rd and 4th house and aspects 5th, 9th, and 12th house. During last few months, your initiatives and efforts seemed not to pay off. Tension in the household may have added to your woes. With the direct transit of Saturn, now is the time to give shape to your entrepreneurial efforts. This is the time to enhance your professional skills and go for a new job. Profession will be priority for you. There are high chances of foreign relocation due to work. Home atmosphere will still be demanding. Children's well-being may need attention as well. You may put romantic relations at the back burner. You will need to work harder to make your luck and fortune work for you. Higher technical education will be good. You may be worried about your future. You may sleep less too. Now, Saturn's transit through Uttarashada will activate your 10th house of profession, authorities, the government, name, fame, and your status. Now, how these will play out for you will depend on the Sun's placement in your chart. Sagittarius Ascendant. Saturn activates your 2nd and 3rd house and aspects 4th, 8th, and 11th house. Your savings will go up now. If you want to start your venture, this is the right time. You will get support of your family in the new venture. You may invest in properties or buy a vehicle. Your desires will get fulfilled. You will earn and gain through your friends. However, your domestic life may suffer a little bit. You need to work on your coordination with your spouse and spouse's family. This is a good time for researchers, occult and astrology practitioners as well. You will progress spiritually. Saturn's transit through Uttarashada will activate your 9th house of fortune, luck, higher learning, philosophy, father, mentors, and long distance journey. Capricorn Ascendant. Saturn activates your 1st and 2nd house and aspects 3rd, 7th, and 10th house. So long, you probably were feeling lost in the direction of life. Many of your work and professional progress might have halted. Now your confidence level is up. Stuck up work will also gain momentum. You will gain wealth and there will be good savings for you. There will be family support and gain from family too. Professionally, this is an excellent time. You may go for new profession. Your name, fame, status in the society will be very high. There are chances of going abroad too. If eligible, you may get married. For married people, there can be some lack of understanding. Saturn's transit through Uttarashada will activate your 8th house of sudden and unexpected events, inheritance, relation with your spouse's family, research, occult, and deep spirituality. Aquarius Ascendant. Saturn activates your 12th and 1st house and aspects 2nd, 6th, and 9th house. It is a no-brainer that if you are in export-import business, you have had a great setback in last few months. Now the money will start coming in from there. The same goes for people working in large corporates. You will accumulate good amount of wealth. Your health issues will be less. You will topple your opponents. You'll be very careful with your expenses. Do not give loan to anyone. If you work hard, luck will shine on you. You may forge new partnerships. Your spouse will do well as well. If you are eligible, you may get married. There are chances of going abroad for business. There may be mental anxiety and lack of sleep for you. Now, Saturn's transit through Uttarashada will activate your 7th house of marriage, partnership, business, and your relation with other people. You need to check Sun's placement in your own birth chart to find out how these will manifest for you. Coming to the last ascendant, and that is Pisces. Saturn activates your 11th and 12th house and aspects 1st, 5th, and 8th house. This is a good transit for Pisces. If you are working with the large companies, there are chances of foreign relocation. Your expenses will be curbed. You may think of doing some long-term investment. There will be gain from properties. However, deal with money extremely carefully because Saturn is also the lord of your expense and loss house. Your children will need attention. You may invest in your children's future. You will feel fewer ups and downs in your life. Married life may be somewhat distant, and Saturn's transit through Uttarashada will activate your 6th house of daily work, job, diseases, loan, litigation, and opponents. Now, from all this that I have said just now, and my observation of this transit of Saturn in the nakshatra of Uttarashada is 1. For majority of the ascendants, professional growth and money are the key factors of this transit. 2. Peace and bliss in the family life or married life are taking a back seat. 3. Relocation and foreign journeys are indicated for many. 4. Spiritual inclination and even awakening are on the cards for many ascendants. Of course, this will manifest depending on the personal preparation level to receive this boon. So thank you very much all of you for listening to this video. Hope this helped you to understand how Saturn's direct transit is going to work out for you. And as and when time comes, I'm going to post more videos on Saturn's transit in different nakshatras as it goes by. And please wait for those. Please do subscribe, like, and share my video if you find this useful. And put your comments in the comment section about your experience that you have gone through the retrogression period of Saturn. Thank you so much. May God bless us all. Thanks for watching my video.